What if I told you that the secret to permanently raising your energy has been hidden in plain sight for over 4,000 years, and that you've been doing the first step 20,000 times a day without realizing its true power? What if the reason so many techniques only lift you for a short while and then fade isn't because you're lacking, but because you've only ever been given fragments of a much bigger system? Imagine if the missing piece that brings your body, mind, and spirit into harmony was placed back in your hands right now. Throughout history, seekers, mystics, and philosophers spoke of energy, vibration, and the power of thought. They left clues about something greater, but none of them gave the complete map. That is why most methods feel temporary. You try them, feel a spark, and then slip back into exhaustion, frustration, and stagnation. The truth is, the full sequence was always meant to work as a whole. It's a combination lock, and when you turn all three dials, body, mind, and spirit, in the right order, something inside you opens that feels like coming home to the energy you were born with. Your body is more than flesh and bone. It is a living antenna, designed to receive and transmit the subtle currents of the universe. Every organ vibrates. Every cell is a receiver of light. When you breathe and move consciously, you tune this antenna, like adjusting a radio to the right frequency. Your mind is not just a storm of thoughts. It is the director that shapes and aims energy. Most people live with their minds scattered in 1,000 directions, and their energy scatters with it. But when the mind becomes focused, it works like a laser beam, precise and powerful. Beyond both body and mind is the spirit, the infinite source of all energy. At this level, you realize you are not drawing power from outside. You are the power itself. When these three levels unite, limited human energy merges with the infinite, and your capacity multiplies beyond what you thought possible. The key that activates all three levels at once is hidden in the most ordinary action you take. Breathing. Thoth, the Egyptian god of wisdom, called it the breath of the sacred ibis, modeled after the slow and rhythmic breath of the bird sacred to him. You already breathe about 20,000 times a day, but when you breathe in this particular way, you reprogram your entire energy field. Sit with your spine straight, as if a string is pulling the crown of your head upward. Place one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. Inhale through your nose for 4 counts, letting only your belly expand. Hold for 4 counts. Then exhale through your mouth for 6 counts, contracting your belly to push the air out. As you inhale, imagine golden light entering through the top of your head and flowing down your spine to gather 2 inches below your navel. During the hold, see that light compress and intensify, like a star packed into your core. As you exhale, let that light expand through every cell until it radiates beyond your skin, forming a luminous field around you. You are not breathing air. You are breathing light. 7 minutes a day is enough. Within 3 days, you begin to feel the difference. Your energy steadies. Your mind clears. Your emotions calm, and a quiet inner strength rises. Once the breath awakens your inner antenna, the next step is to activate the energy in your hands. Your palms are more than physical tools. They are powerful centers of transmission. Rub them together for 30 seconds until they feel hot. Then hold them about 8 inches apart, as though cradling an invisible ball. With the sacred breath, see golden energy gathering in your palms with each inhale. With each exhale, feel that energy condensing between them. Soon you will notice warmth, tingling, pressure, even a dense resistance like holding a balloon made of light. Move your hands closer and farther apart, and you will feel the invisible force stretch and compress. This is proof that you can gather and direct energy, but energy on its own is not enough. It needs fuel, and that fuel is your emotions. Every feeling you have is a frequency that draws more of the same into your life. Heavy emotions like fear, anger, and guilt create dense fields that attract struggle and scarcity. Light emotions like gratitude, joy, and love create expansive fields that naturally attract abundance and synchronicity. Most people swing wildly between these states, and their lives reflect that chaos. The ancient secret is not to suppress emotions, but to transmute them. When anger rises, it can be lifted into determination. Fear can transform into alert readiness. Sadness can turn into deep compassion. To do this, sit with the sacred breath. Place your palms over your heart and simply notice where the feeling is strongest in your body. Inhale golden light into that place. Exhale and see the light wrapping around the heaviness, lifting it to a higher frequency. Continue until you feel the shift. This is emotional alchemy, the art of turning lead into gold inside yourself. With breath, hands, and emotions aligned, the final step is to sharpen your focus. Energy without direction scatters like unfocused light. Energy with focus becomes a laser that cuts through reality. The ibis bird, sacred to Thoth, was a symbol of perfect stillness and precision, able to stand for hours before striking its target in an instant. This is the quality you cultivate in your mind. Choose a simple object like a candle flame or a stone. Breathe the sacred breath. Then rest your gaze on the object. Notice every detail. When your mind wanders, gently bring it back. 10 minutes a day is enough to begin. And with practice, your mind becomes steady and powerful. When you can hold focus without distraction, your intention becomes a clear signal to the universe. When you bring all of this together, breath, hands, emotions, and focus, you step into a daily practice that raises your vibration permanently. In 20 minutes, you tune your body like an antenna, gather energy in your hands, refine your emotions into fuel, and sharpen your mind into a laser. Within days, your sleep improves, your mood steadies, your thoughts become clearer, and life itself begins to flow differently. With time, you can move into even more advanced practices, such as balancing the two energy channels along your spine through alternate nostril breathing, which unites your active and receptive energies into perfect harmony. When they balance, your energy doesn't just rise, it multiplies. This practice is not about adding anything new to you. It is about awakening what has always been inside you, waiting to be remembered. Breathing, focusing, feeling, these are natural things. But when done with precision and in sequence, they open the door to a state where manifestation is no longer forced, but automatic. It becomes as natural as gravity pulling objects to the earth. The secret is not outside you. It is already in your body, your mind, your spirit. It is in every breath you take. And once you discover it, the way you feel and the way you live can change forever. To begin this journey, you first awaken the subtle energy in your hands. Place your palms together and rub them with gentle speed until you feel warmth spreading across your skin. If you continue for a few seconds, you may notice a tingling or magnetic pull between your palms, like two invisible forces meeting. This is not your imagination. It is the first sign that the energy flowing inside your body is alive, responsive, and ready to be directed. By activating the hands in this way, you prepare them as tools for guiding breath, for shaping intention, and later for transmitting power into your field. Once the hands are awake, bring your attention to your breathing. Sit comfortably, either cross-legged on the floor or upright in a chair, with your spine tall but not stiff. Let your shoulders rest downward, your face soften, and your chest remain open. Place your right hand near your face, keeping it relaxed. In this hand, the thumb will be used to close the right nostril, while the ring finger will close the left nostril. Only the lightest pressure is needed. The purpose is not to strain, but to guide airflow from one side to the other with ease. This is the beginning of what is known as the breath of the two paths, a rhythm designed to balance the body, calm the mind, and awaken the nervous system to a higher state. The breathing sequence follows a steady rhythm. Inhale for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. Exhale for 6 counts. It may help to silently count in your mind, keeping the numbers slow and even. Begin by closing the right nostril with your thumb, leaving the left open. Inhale deeply through the left nostril for 4 seconds. As the breath enters, imagine a stream of silvery light, cool and calming like moonlight, flowing downward to the center of your belly, just below the navel. This space is the energetic core of your being, the reservoir where life force gathers. Once the inhale is complete, gently close both nostrils and hold the breath for 4 seconds. In this stillness, picture the silvery moonlight pooling in your center, becoming brighter, more concentrated, and more powerful. After the hold, release the thumb so the right nostril opens and exhale slowly for 6 seconds, feeling the energy spread through your body as the breath leaves. Now, with the left nostril still closed, inhale through the right nostril for 4 seconds. This time imagine a golden light, warm and radiant like the sun, flowing downward into your belly. Close both nostrils and hold again for 4 seconds, feeling the golden energy merging with the silvery energy you had already gathered. Finally, release the ring finger so the left nostril opens, and exhale for 6 seconds. This completes one full cycle of the breath of the two paths. Lunar inhale left, solar inhale right, with stillness between and release after. The rhythm is steady, balanced, and symmetrical. If you find the count of 4-4-6 too long at first, you can begin with shorter counts, perhaps 3-3-5, and gradually increase. The goal is not force, but flow, a smooth movement of air and energy. When done correctly, this breathing produces a sense of calm alertness, where the body feels relaxed, but the mind clear and awake. The teaching is to practice 21 cycles each day. In the beginning, this may take 15 to 20 minutes. With time, the rhythm becomes natural, and the cycles flow effortlessly. This breathing is not just about calming the body. It becomes a powerful tool for manifestation when combined with intention. During each 4-second breath hold, when both nostrils are closed and the energy is at its peak in your belly, focus your mind on one clear desire. Imagine your intention as a seed resting in the center of your being. Feel it absorbing the silvery lunar power and the golden solar strength, as if being charged like a crystal under light. Keep the intention simple, pure, and alive in your imagination. Do not scatter your focus with many desires. Choose one and hold it steady. By charging your intention during the still points of breath, you plant it deep into your energetic system. Over time, this repeated planting strengthens the thought until it becomes a vibration that naturally shapes your reality. The tradition says that after practicing this daily for 21 consecutive days, something remarkable happens. The two hemispheres of the brain begin to synchronize, entering a state of coherence. The nervous system becomes more balanced. thoughts grow clearer, emotions steadier, and your sense of alignment stronger. Manifestation becomes less a struggle and more a natural unfolding. You begin to feel like an open channel for creative energy, no longer blocked or divided within yourself. Once the breathing is well established, the next level is revealed. The activation of the 12 sacred portals of the body. These are not the 7 chakras commonly spoken of, but 12 distinct energy points, each serving as a gateway to cosmic power. The 12 portals include the crown of the head, the center of the forehead, the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, the navel, the sacrum, the base of the spine, the palms, the soles of the feet, the nape of the neck, and the center of the chest. Each one is like a hidden sun, waiting to be awakened. To practice, sit in meditation, and begin with a few cycles of the breath of the 2 paths. Then bring your focus to the crown at the top of the head. Imagine a tiny golden sun shining there. With each breath, see it glow brighter, warmer, more alive. When it feels strong, move your awareness to the next portal, the forehead, and repeat. One by one, travel through the 12 points, lighting each like a golden sun. Some may feel warm, others may tingle, and some may feel quiet. Accept them all. Continue until all 12 are shining in your awareness. When all are lit, imagine golden beams of light linking them together, weaving a web of light through your body. See this web expand outward until it forms a radiant sphere surrounding you, about 10 feet in radius. This is the protective field created by the 12 suns, often called the force field of the scribe. It is said to be more than a shield against negativity. It is a living field that not only blocks harm, but also attracts positive people, opportunities, and experiences. By practicing this activation for 15 minutes each day over 40 days, the field stabilizes until it becomes permanent, functioning even when you are not consciously thinking about it. It becomes part of your natural presence. Once the field of the 12 suns is alive, integration begins. Integration means that practice is no longer something you only do in meditation, but something that flows into your daily life. When you first wake in the morning, before touching your phone or leaving the bed, practice 7 cycles of the breath. This sets the tone of your entire day, aligning your energy before the world's noise reaches you. As you shower, imagine the water not only cleaning your body but also washing away stagnant energy from the night, leaving you renewed. While dressing, rub your palms together and pass your hands lightly over your clothes, charging them with an intention for the day, whether peace, clarity, or strength. As you move through daily activities, practice emotional transformation in real time. If anxiety, frustration, or irritation arises, pause, take a cycle of the breath, and feel the energy of the emotion being transmuted into clarity and focus. Do not let small emotions gain strength and control your state. Every hour, pause for 30 seconds to take 3 conscious breaths. This is like resetting your vibration so it stays high throughout the day. At night, before sleep, quickly activate the 12 suns, seeing the sphere of light form around your bed, creating a protective cocoon where your body can rest and recharge in a high-frequency environment. When you live in this way, energy practice ceases to be a separate exercise. It becomes a way of being. Each breath, each thought, each action is an expression of energy awareness. You begin to live as a conscious, energetic being, not as someone who practices techniques, but as someone who is energy itself. This is the step where you move from student to master, from observer to creator. The term given to this state is the master scribe, one who not only reads reality, but writes it with intention and energy. The deepest revelation of this path comes when you realize that throughout the journey, you were never drawing energy from outside. The silvery lunar light, the golden solar fire, the 12 suns, the radiant field, these were not external powers entering you. They were expressions of your own being, symbols to awaken what was already within. The separation between you and the energy, between the seeker and the source, between the creator and the creation, is an illusion of the unawakened mind. The truth is simple and profound. You are the energy. You are the power. You are the cosmos in human form. When this recognition dawns, practice becomes less about effort and more about remembrance. The breath is no longer a tool to pull power in, but a gentle rhythm that reminds you of your natural state. The visualizations are no longer exercises, but playful ways of experiencing your own consciousness in different forms. The protective field is not something you build, but something you recognize as already present. Living in this awareness, energy stops being a concept and becomes the very language of your life. You manage your inner state with care, knowing that it is the root cause of everything you experience outwardly. You stop waiting for external signs of power and realize that the greatest sign is the steady presence of your own awareness. This is the union with the cosmic self, the point where every breath, every thought, every action is a brushstroke on the canvas of reality. From the moment you wake to the moment you rest, you live in the flow of your own luminous energy. Even when challenges arise, you know they are ripples on the surface of a deeper stillness within you. The journey that began with rubbing your palms together to feel a spark of magnetism ends with the recognition that you are the very fire, the very magnetism, the very cosmos expressing itself in human form. This is the final teaching. You were never separate, never powerless, never small. The techniques were a path to lead you here, to the moment of remembrance. You are the light. You are the energy. You are the living field of creation itself.